Welcome
I'll just cry
back
later.
to episode 18 of the Recap Room. We are here.
18, Caleb Williams, number 1-0.
Big.
I'm not going to apologize for being 1-0.
Yeah, big win for the Bears. There's nothing like watching a Bears game with Gordy. Let me tell you, if any of you guys want to experience something really magnificent, really exceptional in your life, you have to watch a Bears game with Gordy, in my opinion. What would you think about that, Sal? What do you think Gordy's like during a Bears game?
I don't think I would ever want to watch a Bears
I don't
game.
even think she wants to deal with me.
You don't. Let's put it this way: he's like Wreck-It Ralph. You don't want to be like within a close proximity of him, but it's good to watch from afar.
You know, like sometimes when,
Social
my
distance.
dad and my brother would watch football when I was like growing up. Like you guys yell at the TV. First of all, they can't hear you. They can't hear you. No, you know that? It's crazy. China can hear us. It's so. They were so loud that I was like, guys, it's not that serious.
But here's the thing: it's like guys
so different.
Football when they're screaming at the TV is like girls when it's like
Love Island.
Love Island. It's
exactly.
like, oh my god! Or you were just talking before this episode about. Oh my God!
But here's the difference.
I can't. This guy is this. That's the same thing.
NFL's not scripted, or is it?
Or is it spin zone? I don't know.
Do you think that they already know who's going to win the Super Bowl?
100%, because that stupid idiot Taylor Swift is all in the NFL. I hate her. I can't stand her. I'm sick and tired of her. She's disgusting.
Oh my God!
I'm kidding.
No,
Not kidding.
No.
I don't really like her though that she's in the NFL, and I think she's turned Travis Kelce.
She's not in the NFL. She has a boyfriend.
She's got her those paws in the NFL, and they obviously won the Super Bowl last year because she was part of it.
I just want to make a disclaimer. Gordy speaks on behalf of Gordy Bab and Gordy Bab alone, not the Recap.
Yeah, not
group.
us.
I don't care.
I'm a Swiftie. I'm a Swiftie.
I'm not a Swiftie.
That is the biggest.
I'm a Swiftie if you're a Swiftie. If you're not a Swiftie, then I won't be. I could be whatever you want. You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. That's the beauty of me. I'm a chameleon.
No,
so you come to work with
hate
me.
Taylor Swift.
Exactly. I'm a partial Swiftie.
Partial. I don't know if that counts.
That doesn't count.
I don't know if it's maybe I'm just not smart enough for this. I'm not getting it. I don't love the new music.
Well,
I like the old
Taylor Swift is very good. I will admit
love
that.
I think that's a
Taylor
very
Swift.
common thing that people say.
Old Taylor Swift is great.
The new
But
music
that's, you know
is
what,
fine.
In all fairness,
But it's not like a bop. It's just like
She's okay.
relatable.
In all fairness, I feel not every, but I feel like a lot of artists have that where they people are like they get so popular and they're like, yeah, but I know the
like old
olds.
Kanye.
I like the olds. Yeah, I like the
But I'll say this.
I don't like Kanye.
Yeah,
No.
but Kanye's right
That's
after
different.
Taylor Swift. But it's kind of a similar where people I like the old.
It's different. I don't think Taylor Swift is like incredibly talented. I think she's just so popular because of her fan base. But if you compared her to like her voice to other musicians' voices, I'm telling you right now,
I just can't even believe the rant you just went on. You go, I can't stand her.
I'm sick and tired of her.
She's disgusting.
She's so annoying. Just stick to music.
She has a boyfriend in the football.
And
space.
I can't stand him either. He's become like,
oh my God, leave him alone.
He is like, he's just an
They just
advertisement.
like each
He's
other.
not a real human anymore because all he does is just advertise
They like
himself.
each other.
I love this. See, this
But
is.
what about the NFL players dating like bachelorettes?
Who?
Victoria Fuller.
Yeah, but
well, hey, Victoria Fuller, how'd your boyfriend do this Sunday? Threw 2 interceptions.
We're tagging her.
We
We're
are
tagging
tagging
her
her
in that clip.
No, please.
Guess what I didn't do this Sunday? Throw 2 interceptions.
We were just watching the game, eating fucking Buffalo Wild Wings and shoving our face. Actually,
speaking
we
of
weren't
that,
doing that.
I
but
wasn't
we were
in that.
watching the game.
Speaking of Victoria Fuller, Kelly Flanagan. I'm starting to find like it's like a
Gordy is obsessed with that like season of The Bachelor.
Because I think that's the only one he's ever
because
watched.
first of all, they had the most beautiful women, which
By
I
far.
understand. Yeah, I mean
by a landslide.
They
no offense to the other, you're all beautiful. These just women. There's levels to beauty.
Dude,
He's so done.
I think we need to put him in the penalty box.
Canceled.
But I say I'm not a good-looking person, so I'm not going to sit
No, yeah,
here.
you are.
No,
Don't sell
trust
yourself
me.
short. I think you're
so
very.
cutie.
I think you're handsome. But I'm just saying, like, to go on and be saying that. I personally, I don't. Like I said, you speak for you. You don't speak on behalf of the team. So,
right.
I believe in the First Amendment.
1-0, I'm not going to apologize.
That's fine. And you know what?
All right. Well, Kelsey Flanagan's from here.
Kelly.
She was thinking of Travis Kelce.
She is from Chicago, and she's an attorney.
She's from Chicago. I knew that.
Yeah.
She won She dated Pilot
One.
Pete.
Is there a win? Oh yeah,
No, she
there is
didn't
a
win.
winner.
No, she didn't win, but they started dating afterwards. Because
Isn't
he
that
ended
Yeah,
it with
that
Hannah
was
Ann.
wild. That was wild.
But you know how you said before that episode, you're like, it's not a game show. If it's not a
Right.
game show, then how did
That's the
she
most
win?
game
If it's not a
show
game
thing
show,
of
then
all
how did she win?
They fell in love.
Wait, no, but didn't he marry?
But love isn't.
I thought he went for Hannah. It was Hannah
So
He got
Ann.
engaged to Hannah Ann. He broke off the engagement. Good for her. She is now married to also an NFL
Yeah,
player.
he's like a fullback on the Chargers or something.
Yeah, well, she's phenomenal. He fumbled.
And
that
then
one.
the other
He
girls,
fumbled, like
no,
big time.
No pun
He
intended.
did,
Yeah.
because the other girl,
Kelly.
Sydney, she married an NFL player.
No.
Yes, she did.
We've turned this.
He went. It was
Look up-
between
no.
Maddie and Hannah Ann.
No, look up the 49ers.
That was
Fred
the last
Warner. Look
two.
up Fred Warner's wife.
That's
She
not
was
what
on
I'm
the
talking
season.
about. I know, but I'm talking about the last two in his season. It was Hannah Ann and Maddie, and Maddie is now pregnant with her husband.
Who's her husband?
She was like the very religious one.
Oh, yeah, the Auburn chick.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like, her whole family's like big Auburn people.
Yes. Yes, she's now pregnant with her new husband.
Wow.
Anyway,
Pilot-
moving on.
If you would have asked me when we started this podcast,
What a
18
nosedive
episodes
by
in,
Pilot
that Gordy
Pete.
and Sasha would be arguing about, I don't even know these, Hannah and
Well, they're all in the NFL now, so I know who they are. I
no,
mean,
that's not why he watched the season.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did watch that season. It was good. I like The Bachelor. Don't get me wrong. I don't like The Bachelor. I don't need to see a bunch
I
of
like
dudes.
that me and Gordy can talk about this stuff.
Yeah, it's great.
You watched it,
really,
with
it
me.
really, it really
First off,
helps.
he watched the season with
That's
me.
fine. I watch it, but I don't even remember what's going on.
This is what he does. I
Kaplan's
don't
telling
know.
us that he doesn't remember, but he follows all of them probably.
This is the problem. You guys are. I watched it, but I don't remember anything that really happened.
This is the
in
guy
it.
who
It's not like I
also
was-
is obsessed with musicals. He thinks Mamma Mia is the greatest thing.
I
And
do.
I'm not
I
hating
think
on that.
I'll
agree.
admit. I think Mamma Mia is great.
Wait,
I think
I
Mamma
didn't
Mia
know
is.
that about
Yeah, I
you.
love Mamma Mia. I love Mamma Mia.
It is
I think it's
good.
a great. But I don't sit there and go on my podcast, which is supposed to be about
Real
you know
estate.
real estate.
I'm going
and
to tie
talk-
it in. Trust me. I'll tie it all in.
Okay, tie it all
You
in.
like musicals?
I wouldn't say I'm a musical guy.
Wait,
but
I love
like,
musicals.
yeah, I would say I like.
Oh, watch this.
so-
Oh my god, so let's go to a musical.
See, what we're having right
He's
now.
like, I'm gonna kill myself.
This is a huge reason why people are not working and why agents drop out after their first year, because they get all caught up in these reality TV shows.
Oh, that's a good. That
All right.
and that's a great. That was
That's
a little bit of a stretch.
Not a horrible segue.
but
into
that
what
is
we're
a
gonna talk
but that
about.
is a segue.
It was a segue that
if
I was,
nothing else. It's a segue if nothing else. But
not going to apologize.
I want to talk today about now that we got through just whatever that was. There's a big statistic that people love to cite in the real estate industry, and it's a true. I know it for a fact because I've seen it firsthand. But 75% of real estate agents fail within their first year. 87% fail within the first 5 years. It's crazy. I didn't hear that statistic before I got into real estate. I think if I heard that, I don't know if I would have been discouraged because I was already I'm already crazy. I don't really care about what the numbers say, but I feel like it is a pretty interesting statistic. But once you're in the business, you totally understand why. And I think I want to talk to you guys why you guys think that number is so high. But another thing is I wonder, and I'm not going to go on my phone and look at it, but how that compares to other businesses in general. Because I'm sure other businesses are probably pretty comparable in terms of their failure rate. I mean, 75% in the first year, and a lot of businesses fail within the first.
I'd say the first thing that comes into play with that is the barrier to entry is very,
Very low.
low. So
Yeah.
low.
Yeah.
And anyone can get their license.
Right.
Anyone can get their license held at a brokerage. And then what you do with it is kind of what, if you're going to stay in it or
Right.
not. But the problem is nobody knows what to do with it once they get in.
Well, I think that's the other thing is when you get into this, you're like, oh, wait, no one's telling me what to do or giving me any assignments or anything. So you're all starting from scratch. So it's easier to fail because it's easier to get caught up in I can't do it.
This is why I think, and people hate me about this, because I don't like sounding like the guy on the big bad sales warrior people on social media.
This is Andy Allen Jr.
It's gonna
Take your shirt off, Michael. Take your shirt off.
It's gonna come out that way. I think being in sales, being in business, learning that skill, it teaches you so much about life because that's what life is. There's no blueprint. Nobody knows what's going on. Business is the same way. It's like when you start a business, you're kind of like, all right, blank slate. You're starting off. And the reality about life is, I don't want to say most people fail in life because it's all subjective, success and failure. But let's put it this way. most people don't achieve what they want to achieve in their life. They set out these big high expectations, these big goals for themselves, and they just don't reach them by the end of their life. And then they go on their deathbed and just a bunch of regret. But I think when you go into business, real estate just being the business that we chose, but I think it's kind of all the same no matter what. That's why I think it's comparable to what it is like in the real world just outside of work.
But I think if you're going to go into real estate and why it's easy to fail more than it is to succeed, I mean, we see it by the percentages, is because I look at it from my perspective, like when you do succeed in real estate, you never actually look at it as like a success. Like when I get a deal done, I'm like, I got to get the next one. I got to do the next thing. So it's kind of like one of those things where like, are you succeeding really?
Yeah, but I think
you know what I'm saying?
That's also a
'Cause it
personal
never
thing, though.
ends.
That's also a personal thing, though.
But I
Yeah,
think-
that is a personal thing. That's like the same thing as like when you step foot in the gym, you're never going to be satisfied.
Yeah.
I'm
Even though
never
you
satisfied.
look like phenomenal.
That's
thing.
that's
I
what,
think that plays a big role,
that's
though.
that's the nature, I think, of most people that are in this line of work.
That,
Is they're
like,
never
but I'm
satisfied.
saying those are the people that
No,
actually,
you're right. Yeah.
Like, I think it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, but those are the people that end up succeeding, but they never look at it as like a success. Like they're just like they're never actually satisfied with what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say, to kind of go back onto it as to why I think the dropout rate is so high. Well, again, nobody's telling you what to do. Nobody knows kind of what to do, and a lot of people don't want to help you.
Yeah.
We'll just say that in this business, especially when
100%.
like pretty much I don't like, for lack of a better word, like everyone is your competition.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah,
You think so?
Like no and yeah. Like I think like you say, like there's enough business to go around for everyone. Like I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like a lot of people don't want to help somebody else because then they're like, first of all, what do I get out of it? And two, I mean, obviously out of like the kindness of their own heart, they'd want to, or maybe if they join a team or something like that. But other than that, like why?
Yeah.
I
don't know. I think it's like one of those.
I think it's scary.
I
think
agree.
this is
I
scary.
agree. Like there are some people like that, but I used to think a lot more like that. But the more I get in the business, the less I think of anybody as competition. The less and less I do, at least, because I just look at it like I
we're
said,
all
there's
just working
we're all
in the same
and, and there's two ends of every deal. So just as much as they're your competition, they're also your colleagues.
Yeah.
And on top of that, like I said, I mean, yeah, sure, in the general sense, maybe they are your competition, but at the same time, not to sound like bombastic or pompous, but I mean, the reality is most agents are not very good. Like, and that goes back to your point of the barrier to entry being low. That's just the nature of the beast, right?
Yeah.
So just by putting in even the most minimal effort, that means responding to people, that means showing up on time, that means not being a complete fool. You're just doing the bare minimum, really, in my eyes, what the bare minimum is. You're already ahead of so many different people.
I
But
agree. There's also so many people that get their license and don't use it.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'd say there's a lot of people that just have a license and they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, I have one.
I have one and I don't do anything
No,
with it.
or like they're part-time with their full-time job, which is like not really.
I think that's going to go away, though, pretty much now
with
with
the
this
new
NAR
lawsuit.
lawsuit.
Yeah.
There's no way. If you plan on getting into real estate now as an agent and you want to be a part-time agent, I think before it was already difficult. I always recommended against that. I felt like that was just setting yourself up for failure to begin with. But some people were able to make it work. I think now post NAR lawsuit where, you may have to pay your agent out of pocket as a buyer.
Crazy.
I don't know how you can compete as a part-time agent unless you're slashing your rate down to so little. But then at the same time, it's like anything. You go work with anybody and they're the cheapest lawyer, the cheapest. Do you really want to be working with the cheapest?
No.
Like, I guess everybody's different and some people really just don't care. But like to me, when I go to work with somebody, I really want value from it. Like I want the best. I want the best bang for my buck.
Right.
Let's put it that way. That doesn't necessarily mean the most expensive, but it definitely usually doesn't mean the cheapest either.
Yeah.
So that's my 2 cents on that. But what do you guys think about like also the fact that in real estate there's kind of, I don't know, like what's another reason that you guys think that maybe real estate agents struggle so much in those first few years outside of like not having really any blueprint?
Sort of. I'd say You say this so much. It's all I'm looking at is like what you've said, and then I see it come to fruition. Like he probably told me this like 2 years ago, and then I'm like, oh well, yeah, he was right. So like
Mystic Cap.
All right,
I predict the future.
Maybe I won't say that again because I'm boosting his ego a little too much.
I love getting my ego pumped.
I know.
Dude, keep it coming.
Okay, because I think it's so true that. So you always say like 10% of the agents do 90% of the work.
Yeah.
Or 90% of the business.
Yeah.
So true. Everyone I think in the industry knows a couple names.
Yeah.
Or not a couple. There's several names of people just who do this type of business. Oh, they're like the luxury condo person. Oh, they're the, investment lease up person.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like we all kind of know those people. And I think it's really hard, especially when somebody does the most of that. Let's say like there's like, everyone knows this guy that is so good at doing, this one job. The word of mouth is insane. Yeah. So it's super hard to kind of enter in there and say, hey, I'm new, but I know how to do this too. But they're like, well, this guy's been doing it. And he's done so many, so I'm going to keep him.
Yep.
So that kind of thing is what I'm kind of trying to say.
I think real estate, honestly, it's hard. It's hard to just reach out to people. Yeah. It's hard to.
They got to take a chance on you too, especially when you're new.
When you're new,
but that's and I don't blame people at all because I think me being older and there was, the guy that did it for so long and is so good and like,
yeah,
I would probably feel more comfortable
100%.
Staying with them too.
But this is where I tell people like if you could just stay in it, you're already like. If you can get past that 5-year threshold, which 87% of agents don't, think about that. Just by the numbers, you're already in the top 13% of the people that you started with.
Yeah.
Just by staying power. You don't even have to be that great. You just have to be enough to like get by. I wouldn't recommend that. I don't think that's a good idea. No. I don't think you should do the bare minimum. But like that's the way I look at it. Most people look at that 87% number and they're like, 87% fail, then the likelihood is I'm going to fail. I look at that and I'm like, well, if I could just stay in it for 5 years, I'm pretty much guaranteed to succeed.
Yeah.
Right?
You're almost there.
Yeah. I know. It's
One
crazy.
More year.
One more year and I'll be at 5 years in the business, which, again, like I said, also goes into the fact of why I tell people like the earlier you can get in, the better, because then it's like you're saying, oh, this guy's been in it for 20. In 5 more years, I'm going to be that guy. I have 10 years. I have a decade of experience. Isn't that a decade, 10 years?
That means we're old.
Well, I don't care about that. I don't care about how old I'm just saying.
You were way older.
And you're not going to be far behind. You're not going to be far. Hopefully that blooper gets posted because that was insane.
We're not opening this can of worms anyway.
No, but like that's the only way you can have that be able to be that person to be like, well, this person has 10 years of experience. I'm going to go with them.
Yeah.
If you get in early enough and you stay, you're going to be 30, 35 years old with that huge,
I agree. I think there's also like even people, like the struggle going into real estate is, yes, you're starting completely from scratch. Nobody is guiding you. Everything is, what you put in is what you get out, is what they say, and it's true. But also, I think that there are similarities between like people that work corporate, like especially I think for our age. It's like we go in, I think in corporate, in, whatever, a trade or this or any kind of job, literally at all, I think just having like our age plays a role in kind of what maybe can hinder or help us.
I look at everything like this is where I think mentality. So like I just said about the 87% statistic, how I look at it. Same with age. I look at age as I'm like, it's our biggest advantage. Sure. 100%. Some people may look at that and be like, I think most people would look at that and be like, well, I'm too young. People aren't going to want to work with me, blah, 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 blah. I flip it on its head. And then I go, okay, I'm 24 years old. I don't have a wife. I don't have kids. I don't really have a lot of payments that I have to make on the back end. So I'm not desperate. All I need to do, like I'm just going to work my ass off because I don't have the 10, 15, 20-year track record that everybody else does. I need to prove myself, and I guarantee you if you give me a shot, I'm going to blow your expectations out of the water.
Yeah.
And that's the way I go into it with everybody that I go to work with. But if you do that, if somebody's not willing to take the chance on you, then so be it. It wasn't meant to be.
Somebody else will.
But somebody else will. And I think most people will. I think especially people who
started on their own too.
Yeah. Who are the people that's who I want to surround myself with. Yeah. I don't want to surround myself with the people who are oh, I'm going to have to work another 15 years and then I hate
people already thinking about retirement.
Yeah, and they're just
right
like, they hate their life. They're just checking off the days to retire. Like, that's fine if that's how you want to live. I just don't really want to be around that because I don't want that energy rubbing off on me. It's like, stay away.
But yeah, but I mean, real estate, you can grow really fast in real estate. Like, I noticed personally my difference from year 1 to year 2. Year 1, I felt like I did not know what I was doing. I could not get any clients. I'm like, maybe this probably will not work for me at all.
Yeah.
And then, but I stuck to it. And I think in real estate, you kind of need to have like wishful thinking in a way
100%.
where like, you need to have that mindset of like, you have no idea what's going to happen next, but all you're thinking about is, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be great. I'm going to gain clients.
You need to be delusional.
Yeah, you have to be delusional. Yeah. And when you do that and you repeat that process over and over, you actually will get better. And people will start to believe in you. Like, I noticed year 1, I had clients who wouldn't work with me because like, oh, he just started. He probably has no idea. To year 2, now they're working with me because they see what we're doing is like a team.
Yeah.
And what we individually do. And now they trust us and they see what we could do because we lay it out.
If you're starting any business, throw logic out the window.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything you learned in school, if you went to college, I don't care if you have, I have my MBA and I have I have a room just dedicated to all my degrees.
I have a degree in communications. Let's go.
Them out the window. Throw your logic out the window. Business is not a logical game. Business is like it's like a spiritual, like, emotional, it's like a roller coaster.
I don't know about spiritual. I don't know about spiritual.
Well, whatever. It's a culmination of. It's a culmination of all the skill sets that you need to learn.
There's
maybe sure there's a fraction of it that has to do with actual business knowledge. But if you're the one like running your business, you're the quarterback of the business. You need to throw your logic out the window. You need to be delusional. You literally need to convince yourself that you're going to make it work. Yeah.
Like, you have to solely believe in yourself. Like, if someone else believes in you more in business, you're not going to make it as far because if you're not believing in what you can do, then you're just, people see that. It shows in how you talk to other clients or anybody in the business.
Yeah,
so,
you gotta throw all your doubts out the window. You can't even listen to them.
Yeah, like, you could be dumb. Like, I am actually so dumb. But I fully believe in myself to the point where people think that maybe he's not as dumb as you. No, you probably still think I'm very dumb.
No, I joke with Gordy, and Gordy's not dumb. I will say that. He's not stupid. He's obviously not stupid. But Gordy, like, academic-wise, whatever, he's not like the most brilliant.
I think we're all pretty average students.
Yeah, it's not like I was just...
There's average, then there's Gordy.
But that's where...
Then there's below average.
But you have to throw all that stuff out the way because this is not... It's such a different skill set from like academia and like what you're learning in school.
Yeah.
Like, here's the task, here's to complete it, but you're not getting a task. Nobody's handing you homework. Nobody's saying do this, this, and this, and then you'll get the outcome. Nothing is guaranteed. Yeah. You don't know if what you're doing is going to make it work. So the only way that you can circumvent that is just by being delusional and convincing yourself you're going to make it work. But
it's easier said than done. I will say that.
Of course it is. All of this is easier said.
They're a little bit better than me at being delusional.
Yeah, well, that just comes with time, I think, too.
It does. But like, I have days, I mean, I'm telling you, I have days where like, even now when things like slow down, I'm like, man, like, I'm not getting any business. I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, shut up. Let's take a step back. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just slower. Like, you've been doing fine. So it's one of those things where you flip flop, like you flip like a coin. Like it's hard in business because when things are great, it's amazing, but it goes like this, then you're just like, oh my god,
super high highs and like super low lows.
Yeah. But that's why you have to be.
But that's another thing why I think people drop out is the comfort level. Yeah. In real estate,
there's no comfort.
There's no comfort.
They're like build it for yourself. Yeah.
In corporate, like you have the safety net of like, okay, like I wasn't great, but I still make my set salary. And real estate, if you don't do great, like,
and this is where I challenge people. I go, you think your corporate job, okay, yeah, corporate because it's stable. What happens if when we go? Some people think we're in a recession right now. I'm not even going to get into that. But what happens if the economy tanks? You think that company that you've been working for 3 years gives a living SH about you?
What's SH?
You know where
shoot? Gives a living shoot.
Doesn't give a living shoot about you. They don't care.
Looking at me like,
they care about their bottom line, and that's not right. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just that's what businesses are in business to make money.
Yeah.
And if they're not making money, they're going to let go of the bottom rungs. Sorry, if you've been working there for a few years, you're probably at the bottom rungs.
Yeah.
If they have employees, that's their biggest expense. You're going to be gone.
Yeah.
They don't care about you. So is that really stable? I think what's more stable, what's more valuable, if you actually want to be recession proof and you want to have stability, learn skills that make you irreplaceable.
100%.
Learn skills, and that's what I think sales, business, happens to be real estate for us, but there's unlimited ways to make money in business. That's what that does for you.
Yeah.
It allows you to build these skills that make you replaceable, that, okay, economy tanks, whatever, I don't have the big man above saying you no longer have a job, here's your severance, and you need to
it's
figure
all
it
up
out
to
for your
you.
family. You're like, okay, I'll be able to make it work. I'll be able to make it. And I think people are awakening to that. People are realizing that now more than ever, that this promise that we were sold growing up of, and I think it was already starting to change when we were kids, but our parents growing up with that American dream, the white picket fence, the this, the that. That is, I don't think that people really believe in that. It's different now.
It's
very
different. It's way different.
It's way different.
But
it's not bad. It's just different.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. You just have to adapt or die. That's what it is.
Well,
It's
not
true.
die. Not die.
so extreme.
You don't die. You just go to Love
People
Island.
say I'm making.
Just go to Love Island.
Yeah, you just go to Love
Yo,
Island.
if all goes wrong, for real.
Yeah, it's not extreme though, because this is life.
Adapt or fail. Maybe fail. How about fail?
I need to do a poll on who would do best on Love Island, Gordy or Capper.
Well, I would adapt. Gordy would die.
I would not adapt. If the Bears were not on Sunday,
I
I'm
think
Love
Gordy
Island.
would be like insane TV. Like,
Yeah.
such good TV.
Yeah, Gordy would be insane.
Oh my god.
Oh,
He'd be
yeah.
like, I don't even like you.
I would love to
To
go
her
on this.
face,
I would
he'd
love
say
to go.
this.
I would love to go on the same season with Gordy, because we would just be there and we'd be like, "What do we?
That fun.
This
I'm not even
Imagine
kidding.
them doing a challenge.
Yeah.
Oh my
this
God.
is
I would
these
love
next few weeks of like episodes. My attitude and the way I talk will be completely based on how the Bears play. So if we start losing, I will get crazy.
He will say adapt or die instead of adapt or
right
what was
now
it?
we're 1-0, so I'm feeling good. But if we lose Sunday night on national TV and we get embarrassed, and I have to hear it from so many people
Me.
how we suck,
It will be.
you were
Sasha.
already wrong. She's wrong on her first
Okay,
prediction.
but hear me out. Hear me out.
She was
the bet,
completely wrong.
The bet was the Bears make it to the first playoff game and lose. And if that is the truth, I don't think I'm far off. Like,
No.
I told people about this bet, and they
But
were
if I
like,
don't make
that
any
could
money
totally
that
happen.
month, if I don't make any money that month,
Okay, well, you're gonna, and it's all going to me.
yeah, I'll just pay you. I'll give you my crypto.
That's
now.
another thing. Speaking of that, not making any money every month. Another reason why agents
Yeah, I
don't
was actually
last.
going to bring that up.
Dude, we can go People don't realize this.
You go months without actually getting paid.
I'll literally,
Yeah.
I'll literally go months, and I'm like,
I haven't gotten paid
well,
in a
this
while.
ain't good. I haven't gotten a single cent.
We
in
do
the
make most of our money, though, in the summer months.
Correct.
100%.
But that's just right now.
Summer, spring, little bit in the fall.
That's why my recommendation to you is to like buy as much cryptocurrency and crypto
Oh my
dads as
God,
possible.
shut up.
Invest in my
Please don't
cryptocurrency,
listen.
Babacoin.
Babacoin.
This is not a
buy
paid
it.
advertisement.
It's not a paid advertisement. That's no.
And,
but you're
and
right.
if
though.
SEC, if you're watching this was a joke.
It was a complete joke. But yes, you're right. Like right now, you're like the summer months you make a lot of money. But that's
Budget.
why when you're in this business, like you have to give it your all and make sure that you do a ton of deals. You at least get paid bigger commissions so that when you do hit those winter months, at least maybe you might be getting payments later.
It's like hibernation. When bears go to
100%.
hibernation, they're
Hibernation
just
season.
shoving their face, getting all fat, so they can just sleep through the winter.
I always love
It's kinda
seeing
what you
those
have. It's
commission
kind of what you
checks,
have to
though.
do. It's like when you're in your prime time, you got to strike when that iron's hot, and when it inevitably slows down, which we're in a business that's somewhat. Sorry about that. Came up the wrong end there. Yeah,
Better
but-
out than in,
Better
that's what
out
I
than
always
in. That's
say.
what I always say. But there's cyclical markets, and
Yeah.
it's also seasonal. So in the times that we have to make money, we have to make it, and we have to make sure.
I think that's almost every business.
Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Yeah,
Definitely.
literally almost every
Yeah,
business.
that's every business. But I'm
Yeah.
saying like us. I think it's very
Especially,
pronounced in
yeah.
ours because what
That
business?
same goes for like insurance people.
Yeah, but say you're selling, yes, but like
But ours is so like the people in the market, you know, like the summer is always going to be higher than the winter,
Yeah.
so it's kind of like,
Is
I feel
that-
like insurance is still year round though. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
wrong.
well, so is ours.
Yeah, but like more like stable year round.
because it
What
well.
about accountants?
Well, yeah, they're
Yeah,
busier because they work like 6 days a week.
Yeah.
They're in tax
Also,
season.
at my last job, like I worked at a beverage company. Their
But-
biggest months are October,
but
November,
but, like,
December, and
think
then
about
it's like
holiday
chill.
season.
But
Holiday
think
season,
about
yeah.
think about like somebody who works in an accountant. They're probably a salaried employee. So whether it's busy or not busy.
All right. Never mind. I didn't ask for the technicality.
Yeah, sorry, guys. Sasha's right.
Yeah, Sasha's right.
I've recused myself.
I've actually learned my lesson.
Sasha's always right.
I never tell Sasha she's wrong. By the way, I was late today to the podcast.
Shocker.
Which she always says shocker, and usually I'm gonna say a statement that's like, "Oh, I'm mad." I'm so numb to just the amount of pain I receive that I'm just like, "Yeah, I'm late. I'm sorry." That's all I say now.
Yeah.
I can't do anything. There's nothing. It's out of my control. But I can't because if I do something better, then it's like, no, don't be better. Because I don't want you now competing with me.
Because we need something to complain about.
Yeah, it's easy. It's more fun to harp on my downfalls.
Where's Gordy? Where's Gordy?
Where's Waldo?
Yeah.
It's easier to harp on my
downfalls.
downfalls.
You know what? You allowed me to have some time to do makeup at home. Normally I do my makeup in the office.
Oh, so
I do too.
You could have just said not.
I do it for them.
Yeah.
It's like glam time, you know.
Glam.
We get glammed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did do Kaplan's hair once.
Yeah, my hair's.
I think once it keeps growing, we're gonna do some French braids.
No man bun today. My hair's. I switch it up. I like keeping people on their toes. Like I said earlier in the podcast, I'm a chameleon. I can be whatever.
I think you should
I can be
start
whatever
using
you want.
some products.
Yeah, you should.
Yes.
I have a hair product that I use it on my day that I don't normally wear. I'm not wearing it today. I don't know why, but usually in the days that I don't have my man bun, I put it in.
Yeah.
Shout out Trevor James Hair Products.
They're great.
Absolute best.
I've never used them before.
It's the best.
I will have to hit you up about your products.
It smells good.
Smells amazing. Looks amazing. I would say it boosts me up at least a solid 1.5, maybe 2. Yeah. It's,
when you mean point, do you mean is that in like inches or no?
I know. Usually I do, but all right, out of here. That's getting bleeped. But regardless, I usually do put it in my hair. But the only reason I didn't today is because I've always been putting it in a man bun, so it's kind of gotten out of my routine. I don't know why. So I definitely have to get back in the swing when I'm not having a man bun.
And this is what we do in the off season too.
Well, it's a good. It makes.
I like when it gets long enough. Can I braid it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, but the problem with my hair is it's too curly for that, right?
That's like the perfect hair to braid.
No, you can braid any hair.
Oh.
Not Gordy's.
Gordy's
is like
Gordy's
I said.
an afro.
Gordy's is like Velcro. You could throw them. You could.
I'm not kidding. I've really thought about shaving my head completely.
Ow.
You okay?
Just karma.
Dude, random thing that I'm getting. So I don't really drink ever, but random thing that I was thinking about. I kind of want to like get back into like drinking, but only like whiskey or bourbon, but just like sipping. Like I feel like that's like a more sophisticated.
I agree.
That's cool.
I think everything in moderation is great.
Yeah, it sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I mean,
so then first of all, we still need to celebrate Gordy's birthday. This is a topic for off.
Gordy won't celebrate his birthday.
I hate my birthdays.
Yeah, but
it's the worst day of my. It's just terrible. I hate it because thank you for all wishing me happy birthday. It's just like. Thanks for wishing me happy birthday. Thanks for wishing me happy birthday. Oh, thanks, guys. Thank you. And I gotta go on Facebook, all the messages.
You know what the worst is?
People love him.
No, when you have the people that like you don't talk to ever, and the only text you have from them are happy birthday texts from literally the last year.
Yeah.
So, and when I have to do it to the other person, I'm like,
my opinion.
I don't even change it up. I just copy and paste my last text. I think that's psychopaths. Yeah, it's kind of psycho shit.
Gordy's just a happy birthday exclamation point texter.
Yeah, I'm
like a little mini paragraph.
I don't really put a lot of thought into most of my texts. I just get it done.
Tip for real estate: if you're an agent, know your clients' birthdays. It does mean a lot to them when you wish them a happy birthday. Trust me, I learned that from Mr. Kaplan himself. It means a lot. People, if you're looking out for them.
Yeah, birthdays, any special days.
Going the extra mile, pretty much.
People, I will say, Gordy's the exception, but most people love their birthdays.
No, that's so not true.
Yes, it is.
That is so false.
I will say,
it is.
I don't know.
That's not true.
Even if they
that's
say, I don't like most people love their birthdays and they love the sound of their own name. So if you know somebody's birthday and you call them by their name, the most pleasant sound to anybody is the sound of their own name.
Yes.
And they love their birthdays. Those are two things that I will stand by.
I love my birthday, but I love and I hate my birthday.
It's the worst day.
Like I love it because I love hearing from everyone, but second, I hate.
What's the deal with like girls always crying on their birthday? That always happens.
Because nothing ever goes as planned. Yeah. This is why I don't plan. I haven't had I had a birthday party for my 21st birthday, and I haven't done anything yet.
The best is when they're crying with like the tiara on, and I'm like, why are you wearing a tiara? Like, who are you?
I haven't done that.
Yeah, well, I don't.
I had one party and that was it ever.
I'm not the guy. I like my birthday. I'm not the guy who like. There's so many dudes who love me. Like, I hate my birthday. It's just another. That's Gordy. It's just another day. It's like,
So I'm not the exception. There's a lot of
There's
people
also
out
a bunch
there.
of guys that are like, I got a table at town.
But I think they're lying. A lot of them.
I'm not. I'm
I think
telling
so,
you when I
too.
say this,
I
I
don't
do
think
not.
Gordy's lying, but I think a lot of
I
people.
think a lot of people are lying.
I swear to God, I really do not like my
I'm
birthday.
not asking about you, Gordy. Maybe you do because you like talking about you.
She brought it up. I want to point it out. She brought up my birthday, and I have not brought it up ever.
That's very fair. That's very fair.
I don't bring it up.
Yeah, Gordy might not be but I will say I do
There you
think by
go.
and large, most people like their birthdays.
Dude, I'm telling you, this is constant tension right here.
Constant what?
Tension.
Tension. Yeah, I can
I'm
feel it.
attacked. I'm
I know.
literally attacked.
It's like it's constant. I could, like I said, when I look over there, I
When
could, like,
Gordy
feel it.
like starts practicing for this boxing match, just wait.
They don't
I'm
test.
gonna be in the rink there.
Yeah,
with him.
hopefully not, because
He
Gordy
won't even know who
Gordy
his
might.
opponent is
I
until
look at
KO.
Gordy and I'm like, this guy might be on steroids, dude.
Yeah.
Are you excited though? We'll finish up here, but be honest, are you excited to
Box?
box next year?
I'm definitely excited. I'm more excited to feel what it feels like to get hit.
I'm gonna
Like I want to know what it feels like to get hit because I'm excited and a little obviously nervous too.
I'm
Like,
gonna
I'm not
let
gonna sit there and
Sasha
say
just
none.
throw as many punches on you without
Come
punching
into-
back.
I want to go with you guys one day when you go practice.
I haven't been to the boxing gym in months because I haven't.
I'm
been
excited
training
though.
for
I'm
months.
excited for the
For-
training and changing it up because I feel like I've been lifting for. I mean, it's got to be 10 years now. I started at 15, so yeah, 10 years.
What if I while we spar? What if I like KO you?
That's fine.
I would laugh.
No, you wouldn't. That would
It would
No,
be-
I would probably start crying and panicking.
be scary.
I'd be
Big Gordy, are
fine.
you okay?
No, I genuinely am excited because the training is different. It's something new, and it's something that like I've never done before. Where
Yeah,
it's
that's-
like, whoa, what am I getting into? So it's cool to learn something like that, and to learn how to fight. Because if you ever had in a situation where you need to fight, being able to
No,
like
don't
box.
get yourself in that situation.
No, but you want to know how.
You wanna know how,
I
like-
think it's good to know how, but never have to use it. It's like
No.
anything.
Never start it, always
Yeah.
finish it.
Yeah, you
That's
never.
why everyone's terrified of me.
You no. Gordy's just this has been his like most off the rails episode. He's got.
He told me that I need to start being a little bit
I think
more.
we all need to be off the rails a little bit, but we're not at the point yet where we can go completely off the rails.
When I mean never like finish it, I just mean just shake their hand and walk away.
Yeah. No, Gordy's gonna ride.
It's football season. Football season brings out the best and worst in me. So you're just
Brings
gonna
out
see,
every emotion
Yeah.
under the sun.
I can't help it. I don't take everything I say as a joke, except if it's real estate related. But everything else, just take it as a joke.
That's fair. That's a good way to.
I only watch one football game every season.
What?
The Super Bowl. And I don't even watch it. I watch the commercials.
The commercials and the halftime show.
And the halftime.
commercials
I
are
will- I
Who's,
do like
who's the
it.
halftime artist?
I don't-
Kendrick.
Is it for
Come on.
sure?
Yeah, he's gonna kill it.
Yeah, it's
because
gonna
he.
be good.
Drake. I feel bad for. He's had the
What?
worst summer
I
out
want
of anybody.
Kendrick.
Wait, what?
Well, I don't want Kendrick.
Who'd you want?
I don't know a single song.
Actually, I wanted Charlie.
What do you
XCX.
want? I want John Summit.
No, Charlie. Charlie XCX.
I want somebody up there to hit a bunch.
No, it should have been like.
DJ.
It should have been like. Let's think, guys.
Sabrina.
No, that would have been okay.
I was thinking Charlie XCX, like
What?
Brad
No.
Summer. Brad Summer.
I will say.
I would have loved it if it was Addison Rae.
She doesn't sing. She just does.
No, she
TikToks.
sings. She has songs.
Oh, I thought Charlie sings.
She does
They
too.
sing together.
Everybody sings.
Yeah,
I
everybody
sing.
I guess everybody can. I mean,
I
if Taylor
sing.
Swift can sing, everybody
I don't
can
know.
sing.
Please come now. Think I'm falling on. It's some Creed. That would be an
Kendrick
awesome.
You know
will be
what
good.
would be
Speaking of halftime shows.
iconic? Halftime show would be like bringing back One Direction.
I don't they like not like each other though, right?
No, they
So
broke
that-
up.
Yeah,
a
they
long
broke
time
up.
ago.
So
I cried that day.
Speaking of breaking up, and well, one didn't Oasis break up, and now
They're back
touring?
together.
But also, they didn't break up. But Linkin Park, the band, who I love, Linkin
they didn't-
Park.
that's not
I know they
breaking
didn't
up.
break up. But the lead singer, obviously, very sad, but he
Mixed reviews
committed
about the new
suicide,
one.
and now
didn't
they
know
have
that.
a new Chester Bennington.
That
Yeah,
was- that
a
was
few
like-
years ago.
yeah.
Incredible talent, by the way. Chester Bennington was unreal.
He's
But now they have
unbelievable.
a girl. I don't know what her name is, and she's the new lead singer in Linkin Park. I have to say, she's good.
Oh,
was
I did not like her.
You didn't like it?
She's not anything
Broke
like of
my
what
nail on camera.
What?
you broke your nail on camera.
This nail is gonna end up in my car.
Oh my god, this nail, dude,
My
this nail
car
is gonna
turned
end up
into
like,
my
with
car
one of
turned
us.
into a deposit box for Sasha's Nails.
I heard it.
I just know I like the Linkin Park. I think she's talented.
I'm gonna talk to Gordy while you can handle your nail situation. Yeah, suck on that thumb.
She's a little like Chester was very different than her. Like she was very like screaming and heavy metal. He was not like that. He was more.
I still think it's good. Their new song's pretty good.
I don't know. I gotta get used to it. I don't
I
hate her.
don't
I
like-
gotta get used to it.
I don't think anybody that we know
Variety-
listens to Linkin Park.
You don't think so?
No.
If anybody listens to Linkin Park, you let me know.
Nobody I know, at least.
Yeah, I've become so.
Okay, well,
can feel
I never
you
choose.
Wait, you don't know like that song? Shut up when I'm talking to you.
Shut up.
One Step Closer. Great song.
What?
Yeah,
Well, what did I just listen to?
That's what they
That
say.
I guess she would be good in that song, but there's other Linkin Park songs where they're a little bit slower where I don't think she'd be.
Well,
great.
I like that music. I like angsty teenage.
I know you do.
Yeah,
It's very
Angsty
funny. of
teenage.
you.
I know because it's just
I
not my.
don't.
It's not my personality.
No, sometimes in our group chats, one group chat, they'll send like, this is the most insane, awful music ever. And it's like a DJ I listen to.
Yeah.
Okay, no. Time out. This is actually crazy that she's like making fun of us. It's a DJ that just speeds up music very fast, and she goes, "This is so good." I'm like, wait, I could do that. I could just speed up the music.
If
1.5
like
speed.
I'm not kidding. Like if ketamine was a song, that's what it would
She
be.
literally sped up like
Okay, I don't love her as a DJ, but I listen. Like I would
This is-
go
what's her
see
name?
her.
Sarah Landry?
Like
Listen,
I would go see her.
she
in
literally
music
just
is art.
sped up a song.
Everybody's
She was just in
got
Chicago,
their
like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, great! Yeah, I was there. She was great.
No, I'm not hating on her, but
Sounded like
can we just put it down to the fact that she just said, okay, speed it up.
Her BPM
triple.
is like much faster than the normal.
Yeah, she sounds like a human trash compactor.
You know what this reminds me of? She would be perfect for like, remember in Hall Pass when they're dancing and he's checking his pulse? You remember?
I don't remember this, but is it?
If anybody has seen Hall Pass, Owen Wilson, he's like checking his pulse while he's at the club, like listening to that type of music, and he's like sweating a lot. It was so funny.
Well,
Yeah, well, that's it.
that's
All right.
the beauty. That's the
This is
beauty
why we
of
dropped.
music.
By
Everybody's
the way,
got
we
their
all
own
dropped out of
taste.
real estate.
Yeah, we're all being.
We
But
are
we
part
all
of that.
do have one shared genre that we all like, and that's country.
That's true.
Yeah.
True.
I really like all. I like a lot. Of
I like
types of
all
music.
too, but
I think
no,
I'm backing
you know
on
what?
rap.
I take that back. I
What don't
all-
you like?
You know what? It's like fine in certain settings.
smooth jazz?
I do like smooth jazz. I used to play the saxophone.
Saxy with Sasha. Yeah.
That's true.
We don't need to put that out there for the world.
Get
Yes,
Saxy
we do.
with Sasha.
Yes, we do.
That was my bat mitzvah theme, everyone. We don't need to talk about it, but
Yeah, we do.
I was
Yeah,
really
we
cool
do.
for
Yeah,
that.
we do.
You weren't invited, so.
I know we didn't know each other. If she knew me, I would have been invited. If anybody knew me at Bar and Bat Mitzvahs, I would rip the D floor up. I was the man.
He was snowballing with all the girlies.
Really not though. I was a
What do
little
you think
bit.
I
I was
did
a
at
little.
Bar
Bit, I was a little bit
Mitzvahs?
too.
Sat
Yeah.
in the corner.
I felt like
You
I was
didn't
very.
snowball.
Yeah. Did you? No, you were a popular. No,
snowball.
Gordy was a popular kid in middle
No, I was
school.
not.
Yeah, you were.
I was not even known in the community.
I was never chosen first for a snowball.
Do you think that's why you turned out the way you did?
I'm like,
I got chosen
It's so
first once and
sad.
turned it down. Actually,
I was.
I
never,
felt like it was like not my place. I was like next man up mentality.
Yeah.
oh my god.
I don't think I was
so
ever
mean.
chosen first for a snowball,
No,
and
I
I
was
think
chosen
that shaped.
second
I think
once.
that shaped me into the man I am today because it made me show that I need to work for everything that I need.
The girl that I wanted to choose
You
first
were
for a
never chosen
snowball.
first?
No,
No.
I don't think so. Maybe I was. I didn't really pay much attention to it. I
Oh,
went there
I-
to be like just
The
a-
worst is choosing the girl because I definitely was like, oh shit, I don't know.
I
what to
remember
choose.
who my first snowball is.
I did too.
He was like one of my friends.
Yeah.
His name's Anthony.
Everybody,
Hey.
Shout out Anthony.
Everybody's a friend though that you're.
Yeah, but I had a crush on him when I was 12. So I was like, oh my god.
I
First slow dance.
13
I don't
years
know.
old. I mean, like you don't know what's going on.
I didn't even choose it. I just danced with myself.
Yeah.
No, I had to choose a girl, and I was just like, crap.
If any of you don't know, at bar and bat
I didn't-
mitzvahs, they do like girl and boy dances because like it's the first time you become a woman or a man or whatever. You know, like it's the coming of age. So like they play these
Just a
little
bunch
fun
of
games
which is
that
let's just be honest.
are really
that's-
stupid.
It's a little
but
bit of nonsense. 13 years old,
Yeah.
far from a man or a woman. I
I
mean,
felt
you're
like a
an
man.
idiot.
I definitely feel like a man.
sometimes they never become one.
Yeah, most of the times, most people.
Wow, why are you looking at me when you say that?
And they both had bar and bat mitzvahs because they were raised Jewish. I did not because I was not.
Are you
So I
assuming
don't-
my religion?
Well, I don't know what.
shut
I don't know what you are now.
Gordy, what
but
was your theme?
G series, the Gatorade.
Yeah, the Gatorade sports.
Okay, I don't want to hear.
That was
Okay.
Saxy. Let's
That
get
wasn't
saxy.
That's actually not a bad.
Mine was I'm sexy and I know it. So I walked out to the sexy and I know it song. Because I used to play saxophone.
I feel bad for my rabbi. I think she could not believe my bar mitzvah that it was real.
Well,
anyway, that's time to wrap it up.
I think we got very far off that it is time to wrap it up. But as always,
we did a good job of like keeping it together.
No, we didn't. No, not this
Not
episode.
at all. And maybe next episode we will. All right, guys.
You guys don't even want to hear it. You guys like when we get off track and we just go banana land.
Yeah, they like when you do. I like I said, I'm gonna end this episode where I started. It could be whatever you want me to be. I'm a chameleon. You want me to be a Swiftie? Yeah, shake it out, shake it. You want me to like Kendrick? Like you want me to like?
I don't know
Drake?
Kendrick songs.
Yeah, Kendrick. I got loyalty inside my DNA. Certified what?
No, I know it, but I would never.
Certified what?
Yeah, so that's the way it is. Gordy's one-dimensional.
No.
We're not.
What do you mean?
We're ending on that as always, guys.
And love you.
Love you guys.